What the hell is Sauce Sports or whatever that last call was talking about? What the hell is that?
Guys are from Free Love, man.
North side, south side, east side, west side. Perfect. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink. What up, Tenny? What up, Ray Ray? What up, Spitz? 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't dish you. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockies, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce, ho. You know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients.
What's the motherfucking deal? We finna spill some sauce. Yeah, I guess let me set that up. I guess we know about the sauce line, all that good stuff tonight. I am not 100%, but we gonna rock. We gonna spill some sauce. Let me give me a bottle of water. Still feel like I should get a shot or two, but I'm not. Get a bottle of water. We're gonna get ready to spill some sauce. Y'all give me like 15 seconds. Alright, let's rock. Let's do all that good stuff we be doing. I don't know why that should be cutting off, but whatever. Excuse me. Alright. What's the motherfucker deal, man? Welcome to Sauce Sports. If you're not familiar with Sauce Sports, y'all gotta pardon me. Like I said, I ain't been feeling 100%. I think they're trying to get me. I think they're trying to hit me with that C24. They ain't get me with the 19. They trying to get me with the 24. Well, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to Sauce Sports. You're not familiar with Sauce Sports. Sauce Sports is Houston, Texas Homer Network. Maybe talking all sports, but only H-Town, baby. we're gonna talk about the run a little bit. We're gonna talk about what went down. We're gonna talk about everything shaking. We're gonna kind of recap the season, just taking a look back at everything. I know the playoffs and all that shit. Playoffs, we don't give a fuck about that shit no more. I see Aaron is here, right? And again, I get it. You gotta live in Baltimore, so you have nothing better to do. But shout out to Sauce Nation, the real Sauce Nation. Yeah, I'm going to have to power through this one. This one ain't that. I'll be honest, I ain't feeling too 100. But so first, you see how we join us tonight, and then we're gonna get into just kind of recapping some stuff. Open up the sauce line. We'll just kind of talk about the good things. I do not want to get into the future yet, right? I do not want to get into a conversation about the future yet. There's a reason. And when the time is right, we're going to get into that. I just want to look back and say, this is the story of a dude named Honcho. Anyway, we ain't going to get into that. But, oh, my bad, the bot tripping. That's what I was supposed to be fucking doing. I'm telling you, I've been all over the place, but the right place today. Lickety. Wow. Bot should be good. I don't know why this shit reset. All right, cool. So like I said, we're gonna talk about recapping the season. But shout out to Jabari, what's the motherfucking deal? H-Town, Texas, 713, what's the motherfucking deal? Arturo, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Cavity Creek, what's the motherfucking deal? Aaron. J Nail, what's the motherfucking deal? Stephen Harris. Graffa, what's the motherfucking deal? And hey, Dr. Umar, he be all right sometimes. He be out of there a lot of the other time. But let's talk about it, man. I'm going to talk about the reason I call it the rookie season, right? And the reason why I call it the rookie season is because there were so many rookie pieces in positions that mattered this year that it felt like this franchise was starting from scratch, right? It felt like the culture shift had happened. Didn't seem like the same old Texans. The energy on the field was different. The play on the field was different. The identity as a whole was different. It felt like an expansion of the expansion team. It felt like a new era. An era of rejuvenation. An era of revitalization. An era of a team that you really, truly wanted to get behind. A team that was seeing a vision together on all fronts. A team that was really a team. Because throughout the years, and I would say, Kubiak era was cool. I would say Kubiak era was cool. Bill O'Brien era was full of turmoil from the beginning to the end. It was always controversy. It was always a problem. It was always some kind of issue, right? Because you had stars and players from the Kubiak era that rolled over into the Bill O'Brien era, which made him look better than he really was. And there was always a lot of inner office politics and conflicts and power struggles, right? And it never felt like at any time that this team, whether it be the front office or the field, was in unison. This year, to me, felt like the first time in as long as I can remember, first time definitely since the sauce has been a thing, that it felt like this team was on the same page. And when I mean that, not just saying the players on the field, but it felt like the vision from, Hannah on down was in unison. We're so used to the players are frustrated. There's a hidden there's a hidden agent tracking people, NDAs and masseuses, and just scandal. And again, not scandal so much that it just ruined the entire team, but it was just, if you were a fan of the Texans, it mattered. L. Heist, what's the motherfucking deal? DeMarcus, what's the motherfucking deal? Master Race, what's the motherfucking deal? Because the Texans were never in a position that they were big enough media darlings. They were never big enough. There was never a big enough concern in the media for the Texans. Otherwise, I think a lot of the scandals and things that have happened here locally would have made, it would have been mainstream news. It would have been big news, but nobody cared about the Texans, right? Even in the Deshaun era, because he didn't do enough to make the Texans really relevant. He had a couple of special highlights, and then he had a lot of lowlights. All right? So, the future of this team feels so good because it feels like everybody's on the same page. If some people do depart, if some people do go astray, it's okay. We're not worried. But looking at the key rookie pieces, CJ, of course. Will Anderson, of course. And again, depending on who you ask, offensive, defensive, rookie of the year. Some people may deviate. People complained about Caserio taking the risk. You know, although he invested our future. Well, the future is now. Because the same people who complained about those picks that were given up for Will, were probably the same people who said that we weren't making the playoffs this year, that we weren't gonna make that leap this year. All right. We've seen teams, aka the Jags, have multiple first round high picks and still never see success, right? Go decades without success. The Texans were out of the loop for a couple of years and came back with a splash. Thanks to the contributions of Will Anderson, right? Thanks to the contributions of one C.J. Stroud. And again, y'all pardon me, a little under the weather, but we're gonna make it shake. Probably won't talk a lot. Probably open the sauce line here a little bit, as I can tell. It is what it is, and I know. Yeah, I do have a den planned. I definitely have a den planned because I know the den folk have been getting neglected. But we're gonna see how that rolls. We'll see how it all comes together. Real Grande, man, what's the motherfucking deal? In the life of Kobe, what's the motherfucking deal? D Key, the Red Key Don, what's the motherfucking deal? Good to see all of y'all. But then you talk about bringing in an entirely new and, in a sense, inexperienced coaching staff. Mitchell Bennett, what's the motherfucking deal? And instead of being an organization which we've seen in the past that has tried to restrict or micromanage or implement certain policies that we didn't necessarily find ideal or necessary, especially for an organization that hadn't really had success or proven anything, right? Front office or field. And you give these guys the freedom, you buy into the program. D'Amico, his second rookie stint with the Texans, which made it so much more beautiful, right? Because having something to be invested in. And D'Amico is a guy that you want to root for. It's a beautiful thing. I think Kubiak was a guy that you kind of wanted to root for. I don't think was maybe neither here nor there. Bill O'Brien was definitely not a guy you wanted to root for. But D'Amico was a guy you want to succeed, you want to see have success, you want to see thrive. And you want them to be here. You want him to be here for a long time. Let me talk about Bobby Slovic. Let me talk about Bobby. And I think the consensus is if he's gone, nobody cares, right? I think more people are concerned about him being here than being gone, if we want to be honest about it. Because of the consistency of the play calling and things that were going on. I didn't like the fact that he was taking calls, taking interviews. But again, this is a business, right? This is a business. And hey, maybe I don't get to have those calls after this Ravens game. So I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him at all. Ray, what's the motherfucking deal? Thank you, Mr. Mitch. How you feeling, my friend, Mr. Mitch? I know you're saying you weren't weren't feeling too hot the other day, so I hope you are feeling better as well. So I think the body situation is neither here nor there, right? But for the first time in a long time, it feels like everything is on one accord, right? Weedy Biggs, what's the motherfucking deal? You already know. Yeah, I saw that. I saw they're now renewing the contract for the D-line coach. I'm sure they got their reasons. But like I said, it's the first time in a long time it's felt like from ownership, front office. Let's throw the social media team in there because I love what they did with the social media team. It's like that was the biggest upgrade the Texans ever had, right? Like we've been in the playoffs before, we've done that, but we finally got some decent, entertaining social media. George Rue, what's the motherfucking deal? And so from top to bottom, from the front office to the pit house or whatever count them at, all the way down to the motherfucking grounds crew, it's the first time that it felt like unity. Like it felt like everything was in accord, bro. It felt like it's the first time that everything felt right. Wins, losses, we're gonna account for all that. But I think that's the biggest thing that we're not speaking on is identity. We've talked for a long time in years prior about how this team never had an identity, and because the ownership didn't have an identity, right? And you seen Cal get out there barbecuing, he chunking up the dudes with the fans. Cal is now man of the people, right? Hannah is now queen of the city, right? Y'all talking about Beyonce? It's all about Hannah, right? Beyonce don't even come to the city like that. Y'all be giving Beyonce all this credit. Hannah be out here. Hannah be in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce come around this motherfucker once a year and charge y'all $3,000 for some tickets. Nah, Hannah the new queen of the city, baby. I'm start hearing some buzz in the beehive. Gonna be coming. We're gonna cancel your ass. How dare you talk about the queen? And so I say all of this when I talk about the identity, having a personality, having an image. Talk about promoting players in the past, how we had so much star talent. And like guys like Andre. There's no reason Andre should ever struggle to get into the Hall of Fame, right? But Andre was never a guy that was put on promotion. He was never properly promoted. It's just top to bottom, this team has an identity. Once you have an identity, once you have a purpose, once you have a vision, and everybody's on board, there's no friction, there's no stopping, right? It's hard to stop a unit with the same goal. It doesn't seem like there are people or players who have their own personal intentions, their own personal aspirations, aside from the team, right? So, again, shout out my boy Big Al. Good to see you. I don't know if I shouted out. If I missed you, I ain't dish you, I promise. It's just, it's a beautiful thing. But looking back on this year, and looking back on the record, and looking back on how things ended, right? One could say, well, honcho, you ran out the playoffs again. Similar roles. No. Shut your ass up. Right? I get it. We want to linger on. We want to keep hold on to things that are familiar. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep on those things, but it's not that anymore. This ain't that. We just happened to run into some weather, and for whatever reason, our offensive line wanted to be a little twitchy. And I think we didn't have consistency. I still refuse to give Baltimore any credit. I refuse, and I shall not. Call me a poor sport. That's fine. Call me a bad apple. That's fine. But it is going to be a beautiful thing because we will see Baltimore next year on the schedule. I know we didn't get to have the playoff revenge. Run. Shout out to Gavin. Welcome. Ravens fans are welcome. You feel free to talk your shit. But I'm standing on my 10, right? And the things happened that did happen because we didn't play the ball we were supposed to play. But we'll see Kansas City next year. We'll see the Ravens next year. we'll get to see where we really measure up, right? Again, a rookie who did what he did. Had he not missed those 2 games, we'd be talking about other things. A rookie was basically breaking records every week, setting standards every week. In the NFL, you got guys talking about him from other teams. Talking about, hey, man, look, the dude is, what he does is, especially as a rookie, is remarkable. So what do you think happens in year 2 and year 3? Before we get to year 3, let's talk about year 2. What happens in free agency, right? Because that's something we used to talk about a lot in days of old. Who the fuck wants to come play under Billy O? Who the fuck wants to come play under David Culley? Who's going to play under Lovie Smith and Davis Mills? Right? Nobody. So, when this free agency period comes up and you start hearing all these names linked to the Texans, right? Usually, besides tomfoolery, it would never happen. Gilmore 713, what's the motherfucking deal? Broderick is a terrible person. Syrian of Justice, what's the motherfucking deal? Magnificent Merker, never. Only time I take a knee is when I pray. But when you start hearing those names get tied to the Texans, because the Texans have money, the city of Houston, I've been telling y'all for years, you saw what happened once the vid hit, all the scammers came through. Now everybody and their mama want to be out here. You know what I'm saying? Again, pardon me, young. Like I said, I'm not 100%, and I feel like it's in the part where it's coming on, not going away. So this may be an interesting week, but we'll go get into the natural herbs and vitamins and stuff. But so when you start hearing these names, when you start hearing these possibilities, don't be surprised. They've already told you that they've been getting calls. They've already told you that people have been reaching out. Do not be surprised, right? Because people saw what happened this season. And I'm guaranteeing there's people who say, man, if I got the skill set to contribute to the Texans and take us to the next level. Now, there was a name that a lot of people were saying early on, and I was just like, man. But I've been thinking about it more and more and more. You know, I said I didn't want to get too into the future. I want to get back on the thing. I know I lied to myself. I said I didn't want to get into the future. So I'm not going to mention the name. But these are the things that are going to take place. This is the first time that you felt good after a playoff loss, right? Because, you know, then you're like, oh, fuck, who are you finna lose? Oh, fuck, what about the cap space? Ah, fuck, we got this fuck-ass coach going to be here again next year. Oh, shit, Jack Easterby's still in the building. You know, it was always something that loomed over your head that made the postseason or after the postseason free agency period, draft, like it was always something that loomed over your head that made you concerned, that made you very upset. I don't think we have that this year. Now you still have some people, and I don't understand why. And again, being one of the biggest Patriot peace haters in the world, right? Like I hope the uniforms look way different next year, so they look like the fucking Dollar Tree Patriot uniforms, right? And I'm not knocking the uniform. I'm just saying the color scheme and all that. I know. I got it. All right, whatever. But Nicky Caserio has been an asset. Y'all can say what you want to. You can argue with your mama about it. Nicky Caserio has been an asset. I know when he first came, people were already shorting him down because Patriot Street, what has he done? That was Bill Belichick and, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Cool, fine, dandy, whatever. I think it's very hard to argue, aside from people who are trying to nitpick about the Will Anderson package, what was given up, because you can't argue about what Will Anderson did on the field, right? You can't argue about what he's done on the field. Exactly. And here's my thing, I was hesitant. I wasn't all like, yeah, let's go Nicky Scissors. But I was like, I'm gonna give him a chance because he came into a situation where what he had, Davis Mills was his first option. Like I can't blame him. Like how do you come in and fault a man who's what third round is your first round pick, and then this is your first time really being a GM? I can't fault you for that, right? I hate that we'd have to endure that season and deal with those issues. And again, the situation he came into was to believe to be one thing, and then it turned out being something else because somebody wanted to go get fingered. Anyway. So, once he had his first full round, there wasn't really a lot to complain about, right? Once he had his first real go at it, you couldn't really complain too much about that draft. Now, we can nitpick at it, but when the draft happened, you could not be that upset about it, right? This year, what can you really complain about in Nicky's draft? In hindsight, I'm gonna be honest. The only one I want to say was I ain't gonna lie, 'cause I did want Pickens, but I can't complain about it, right? You talk about Mechie, you talk about things like that, but you can't really complain about it because you talk about overall. You're not gonna hit on every pick every time. Nobody knew Mechie would get sick, right? Nobody knew that these things would take place. And then not only that, being able to replenish the roster in season. You know, acquiring pieces that were needed to contribute to the team, making the moves even later on that contributed to the Texans having success. Nicky monetized Scissors is not a bad GM. He's a good GM. I'm not going to go and say great at that point, but in what area, in what aspect right now do you feel that Nicky is flawed? Where is Nicky monetized Scissors, aka Nick Caserio? Where is he flawed? Like where is his biggest flaw? And I'm not saying anybody's perfect, right? Elijah, what's the motherfucking deal? Who is dude? What's the motherfucking deal? Shout out to Ray Ray, the prophet Ray in the building. And if I missed you, I promise I ain't this. You ain't nothing but love. But like where do you find a flaw? We can say a mistake, but where do you see a consistent flaw in the way that Nick Caserio is operating? That's it. And that's it. And that's really the only thing. Like, he had Patriot ties, right? Yeah, he had Patriot. He's not a big fan of barbecue, right? He wears a little vest. Okay. We can't all be perfect. His flaws to me are off the field, unjob related flaws, right? I can't fault him for that. I cannot. I can't be mad at him. Everybody can look. Hey, it is what it is. He'll come around eventually, right? Oh goodness. A lot like earlier when I had to go get my water in the stream. Excuse me. I fucking scared myself because I always drink my water room temperature. And then I'm like, I know I had water. I know I didn't drink that much. I'm tripping. I fucking forgot I put my water in the refrigerator. Like I had a few bottles left. I had like 5 or 6 bottles left, so I put them in the fridge. Yeah, and that's what fucking took me so long earlier when I was doing that. I know that's useless, has nothing to do with the fuck we're talking about, but I just thought I would mention that because I just drank some water. And that chicken tikka masala, y'all better get hip. Anyway, I fucking love Indian food. Anthony B, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, them vests, bro. Them little vests out there looking like Caesar and shit. But what can you really hate on Nicky Scissors for? You can't, bro. You can't. Like what has he done? That's like, man, I don't know, Nicky. We gotta get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, man, look, you can't hate on the man. He's done what he's supposed to do, right? Up until this point, I have no real complaints. Right? There's no real complaints. Because I would say he's been solid throughout early to late round picks, right? I mean, I don't really have no flaw. And then he's had some, yeah, but look, y'all forgetting guys like whatchamacallit. Y'all, he was a fan favorite just a year or so ago. Lopez. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, so let's not even talk about the guys who've come and gone already. So there's that. Let's do this. I didn't plan to really talk so long. And I guess I'm starting to get a little coffee. Let me, son of a bitch. Let me go get my headphones. Let me go get the headphones. They'll give me like 17.8 seconds. I'll be right back. Just 17.92 seconds. I'll be right back. Gotta get the headphones. We're gonna open up the sauce line. We're gonna take some calls. We're gonna push it. We're gonna make it rock. Then, folk, we'll be in the den tonight at 9 as well. So, give me a second. I don't even know what the deal is. There we go. Bow. Bow. All right. Wow. So, actually, all right, my bad. I was about to say, I forgot I moved some shit around. I was working on some stuff, and I lost the cord, because when I do the Bluetooth, the shit seems like it's always got a fucking long ass delay in that shit. And so. I noticed that shit doing all that crazy shit. Let's go. All right. Hopefully the sound working. Hopefully this shit ain't acting crazy with me today. We're gonna see. Let me make sure I got the right number on. Yeah. Let's take some calls, man. So what I want to do, I want to talk about this season recap. I want to, before I open it up, I'm going to put that open up when I got the number on. That's how y'all know. So I know people are like, well, where's the line, honcho? Goddamn it, I want to call in. What we're going to talk about is the thing that surprised you the most about this season, whether it was the overall outcome, whether it was how well somebody may have performed a particular game, whatever that may be, right? And also, I gotta write stuff down. I know I'd be forgetting shit. We be freestyling over here, baby. This is a conversation. That's why I say, that's why we keep it authentic. This is the difference. Because I talk to y'all like I talk to my people. I talk to y'all like y'all be in the fucking Discord. It's like the same conversation. But it's meant to be different. Anyway, what surprised you the most from this Texan season, right? And the second question is going to be, what is it that you are looking forward to the most to improve upon next season, right? We had a 5-minute rule on. We're trying to split us off. We'll take a couple of calls. I was saying I was only going to do an hour tonight because I still got to get a couple of things together for the den, but we'll see. We'll see how we rock with that. Okay, so let me open up the line. We'll take some calls. We're going to do it all. Yeah, I think this thing got fucking short in it, doing some weird shit. Anyway, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Let's talk about it. So you call, what is that number? 346-48 sauce. I think that's that one. Is that one? I don't know if that's the right number. Let me see. Does that spell sauce? I think I've had so many different numbers. Yeah. Y'all already know how it goes. All right, bam, put the thing in there. Blickety blah. How you like me now? All right, what's the motherfucking deal, man? We got calling into the sauce line this evening.
Hey, you know who this is. It's the biggest raven in the world.
The biggest raven in the world. I'm not sure who that would be. Who would that be?
The same one that the same one that told you y'all was gonna stay in third and long all game.
It's all from Murray Fries. How you been, Mike? Yeah, you said it.
Talk to him. I ain't hear nothing from you.
Yeah. I was down there. I was looking for you after the game, man. What happened?
I was in the chat, bro.
Okay, I must have missed you. Or I might have overlooked it. But yeah, y'all got it. Again, it's still ain't what that is. It still ain't what that is. No?
The biggest surprise was y'all thinking that shit was gonna be a game.
Nah, y'all got luck. That's all it was. Offensive lines acting like some hoes. If that high paid player wasn't acting up, and CJ could have gotten a little consistency, it would have been over for y'all. We're gonna see y'all next year though. We ain't worried about it. Y'all gonna come across our sites again and y'all gonna see this gonna get right.
I hear you, bro. But hey, man, back to CJ, man. CJ is all the way on the up, bro.
Okay. Let me know. Is it coming in like is a lag on my end?
Good against us.
I'm trying to see if you're catching a lag on my end.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I was that the other day when we was having the three-way conversation for whatever reason. It was like a lag or something going on. Okay, but my bad. What you saying now about CJ?
I say he on the up.
Yeah. All right, look.
On the up.
Mm-hmm. But looking as an opposing fan, you're gonna see something that we not gonna see. So what is the biggest flaw that you see in CJ? You know, seeing with a different set of eyes.
It really wasn't no flaw, bro. It's just us being your D line. It really wasn't a flaw. I think if we would have gave him time, he could have did some damage, bro.
Okay. I respect that. And that's my biggest issue. I didn't think he really got a chance to get comfortable, really get a chance to get no rhythm in, because it was just, if it wasn't this, it was that. And it was a lack of discipline. And we really weren't playing that game. But yeah. Okay. So y'all, we're gonna flip the script since we got a Raider fan on the line.
Check this out, though.
Mm-hmm. What you got?
Hey, listen to me. You see, we gave him. We didn't rush one. Like we probably didn't rush for like 4 times, right? And he made good plays.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, my coach was like, "Nah, we ain't giving him no time."
Yeah. Like I say, it was a lot of nonsense going on. It was a lot of, like I said, I really felt like it was a lot more undisciplined play on the Texans end, and again, like that lack of system. I'm not taking nothing away from y'all. Y'all came out there, y'all balled, y'all did what y'all had to do. Still ain't fucking with y'all, but y'all did what y'all had to do. Y'all won the game, man. So, but it's a situation. Y'all feel like y'all taking it all this year. Since you're a Ravens fan, but we got a Ravens fan online. Y'all really feel like y'all taking it all. This is gonna be the year.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all got a overlay with a goddamn crow on it, bro.
Yeah, that's the crow. That's my partner, man. Look, we ain't afraid to eat the crow. We've been eating crow for years. I just ain't eating no crow from that last game, goddamn.
You on the team, bro. I welcome you right on in, bro.
No. You good. Y'all good. Y'all got it over there. Willamine from a distance. We see y'all over there though. And like I say, my thing is I don't even hate the Ravens. I really don't have no ill will. Any other time. What? It's just lag is making it hard to communicate back. I gotta figure out what that is.
Hey, what I was gonna say is it is, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. It did me like that last time I talked on her.
Yeah. I gotta figure out what that is. I'm not for sure.
It was kind of lagging or something. Had me lagging backwards and make me down there repeat my words because it's like echoing.
Yeah. I don't know what that is. I don't know why it does that. I'm going to have to figure out what it is about that car. Because like I said, on the other, it seemed pretty straight, but for whatever reason, like I was noticing when we was talking, like he was catching it way late. So I don't know what that is.
What you got? You got your mic? You got your microphone up? You got your microphone up, or you got a powerful mic?
Yeah, my shit's straight. Like I said, it's like when cause even when he was on the 3-way, like I said, J Mill, he can hear me like on time. So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out what's causing the delay between our connection. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, what that boy when that tractor trailer that was driving that down talking about he nigga on wet. That nigga crazy. I don't even know about that wet. That nigga crazy. That boy was on the last time I had me laughing, man.
Who was that? Was that J Rabbit? I think that was J Rabbit over there last time, right?
I'm from Florida. Hey. Yep. Hey, I'm from Florida, bro. We don't know nothing about no wet.
Yeah, I fuck with that flock out there, man. Y'all know that next level, man. We don't know nothing about that. Shit.
Yeah, man. But hey, you gotta ride that wave with us, bro. That crow now, he's sweet too. I like that crow.
Man, you see my boy got the Texans hat on, man. You see what he on, man. What he cooling. But it's still Big Flash, man. We do it in the 5 minutes. I appreciate you spilling some sauce with me, though. But we're going to figure it out, man. We're going to definitely chop it up further on in the season. However, y'all do definitely want you to call back in.
Bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate that.
Already. Shout out to Flash, everybody. Man, I appreciate you calling in and spilling some sauce with me. But for sure, as the season progresses, if y'all progress, definitely stay in touch with us. You know, hey, look. I'm going to be a hater sometimes. You know, that's what they call me, hating ass honcho. But we ain't no haters. It ain't nothing but love. We just going to talk our shit, man. Everybody welcome in the sauce. You know, we look, just stand on your 10 and get it in. But I got to figure out why the delay, man. Because I like chopping up one boy Flash. I just got to figure out why the delay. What's causing that shit? Because that shit make it look tough. But I think that's the right number. Yeah. 346-484-3743. I think this shit, yeah. It should spell sauce. 346-48 sauce. 48, like the first 48 Harris County sauce. Already. Yeah, I got a part, man. I be eating and streaming the same. I get out that ASMR, mukbang, sauce sports. What's the motherfucking deal? We got callers to the sauce line this evening, man.
What's up, honcho? It's Elijah.
Elijah, what's the motherfucking deal? How you feeling about this season that just took place, sir?
And I mean, obviously exceeded what most people thought was going to happen. I mean, rookie QB, rookie head coach, rookies all around. You know, it was great to see.
So looking at this season, like what was the one thing from the rookie season that we call it the rookie season that just stood out to you personally that you just did not expect to happen or, you know, may have surprisingly happened?
Man, it's something that y'all in the South been talking about for forever. I know you bring it up, but just kind of how they embrace Houston, you know, like you've been talking about, you know, they brought in D'Amico, had all the, you know, all Houston people at all the games, just like you said, Hannah and Cal, you know, you see them more involved, just really showing love to Houston. And then, you know, when you're great and exceeding expectations, it's just that much better.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You know, because it's just, even I think too, you know, I'm not saying I'm not hoping for any bad season. I don't want to see any bad season. But I think that still gives you that cushion, you know, because if you're a team that's kind of disconnected from the city and you're losing, people don't care. But as long as you've embraced the city and you know, made that an element of the team, I think that's where you get those diehards like those loser cities like Cleveland, you know, that just the Browns fans will be at the game even though they know they're going to lose for a whole year. But okay. So looking at the foundation that was laid this season by D'Amico, by CJ, by Will, what are you most looking forward to next season?
I mean, obviously, just how much they're gonna grow, how much this team is gonna grow together. Like we said, we got so many young pieces that played great this season. People are gonna want to come play for Houston, play for D'Amico, play with CJ. just see how much love they really get, and just where they can go. Like you've been saying, they set the standard. This is the division. I mean, when you're with the Lags and the Titans, it's nothing crazy, but we got it now, so there's no looking back.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that. So at this point, a lot of people are saying a lot of things about the Texans' needs. People start to look forward to the, free agency, and then people are wondering what's happening with Slovic, and you're already seeing some coaches who are not being re-signed. I think they would have said the D-line coach. What do you think is going to be the biggest change from this season to next that happens over the offseason?
Man, I mean, what I hope for is just being able to, we got a lot of young players, but we need, it showed against the Ravens. If you're not able to stop the run at an elite level or run the ball at an elite level, you're not gonna win when it matters most. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to. I mean, I think it's tough because I really don't think Titus Howard's the guy. I think they need to work around some stuff on the O-line, but I mean, they paid him all that money. And, you got some young dudes who are still developing, so I don't see them spending too much on the O-line. Mm. I think they probably – I would bring Singletary back and try and get another back in there that, isn't like a power back, but not like Dameon Pierce, who doesn't really know what he's doing in the scheme. Mm. But that also depends, like you said, if Slowick comes back, what they do. But I think, for me personally, I think they need to beef up the front. Yeah. Those 2 D tackles, Rankins and those guys, they were cool for a year. But I think we need to go out. If we're going to splash, I think that's what you need to do. My guy would be Christian Wilkins from the Miami Dolphins. That's who my dream signing would be, if you could say that.
Okay. I'll see that. Yeah, and I think it's going to be very interesting because there's a lot of names being floated about. It's a lot of names being dropped from free agency to college. But let's do this because we got just a little bit more time left. What was your single greatest memory from this rookie season?
It's got to be that Tampa game, because that's what assured you that CJ was a killer. You saw it in the Falcons game. He drove him down. Defense let him down, but you saw that kind of put that thought in, I think, every Texans fan's mind that if we have the ball last, we can go win this thing no matter what. And something that I wanted to, obviously other than the Ravens game, we don't really want to talk about that right now. That was tough.
No.
But, all that stuff in the regular season, with the exception of those first 2 games, every game that CJ played from start to finish, was a one-possession game. Basically, it came down to kicks, being missed or made. I think CJ is always going to put you in a position to where you can win or find a way to win. So.
And doesn't it feel good to know that you have that for the foreseeable future? It just knowing that you got the guy. So, yeah, it's definitely a good position that the Texans fans are in.
Sure.
All right. Well, that's the bed, Mr. Elijah. I appreciate you calling in and spilling some sauce with me this evening, sir.
For sure.
All righty.
Have a good one.
You too. Appreciate it. Pittsburgh game I was at that Pittsburgh game. That bitch, man, look. Man, look. Man, look. That's when you knew it was real. It's so real that it's unreal. You know what I mean? Marco Blacks, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see, Derek, what's the motherfucking deal? Beyond a funny nigga, what's the motherfucking deal? Darth Dirt, what's the motherfucking deal? Again, if I miss you, I ain't diss you. Ain't nothing but love. Make sure you hit that like button. I don't even be looking at things, so I don't know if you hit it or not. But if you do like it, hit the like button. You don't like this shit, is the dislike button still there? And they just don't show the number? Because I got a thing. I used to like the little thing that show you the number on it. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling in to the sauce line this evening?
Man. It's Mr. Cleo, bro.
Damn, I'm Mr. Cleo. I'm telling you, come get you.
No, Mr. Cleo.
Oh, Mr. Cleo. Yeah. Terrible. Man, he's doing what?
Ravens got me looking, Ravens got me looking like a scammer out here, bro.
Oh, man, it's all right. See, what had happened was, it was cold. So the crystal ball just had a little, it was a little frost on it. That's all.
No, what happened was, I hope Kenny listening. I hope he listening.
Mm-hmm.
His bad energy with that question about who gonna break Lamar's leg, that's what fucking did it. Right? The crystal ball don't like shit like that.
The crystal ball is a peaceful ball.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, it just reflects whatever energy you give it, so that's what happens.
No. Get the bad energy in, get the bad energy out. That's funny.
Yeah, if you know.
All right. So, Mr. Mel, I'm gonna ask you like I've been asking everybody else, man. This rookie season, talking about CJ, Miko, Slovic, Will, excuse me, and a host of others. What surprised you the most this season about the Houston Texans?
Nothing really surprised me too much, man. My initial prediction for the season was for us to sneak in with a wild card spot. So I guess winning the division, but even that I predicted at the midpoint of the season. So yeah, nothing really surprised me too much, man. Okay. I guess I could say how good of a job D'Amico did. Like he definitely exceeded my expectations. I knew he was gonna be a great coach, but he went above and beyond what I thought he would do.
Okay. So, with the foundation that the Texans have built this season, what is it that you're most looking forward to next season?
I'm looking forward to CJ going out there and putting his foot on these niggas' necks, bro. Because the look he had on his face after that game Saturday, he don't never want to feel that again. And he about to let niggas have it next season. And every season to come. And I can't wait.
Okay. Yeah, I think, again, like I say, I feel like you got to have some of those experiences to build off of.
Yeah, he needed that. He needed that so he can know how it feels, so he can know he don't never want to feel it again.
Exactly. Shout out Alex. Shout out 335. Shout out Jay Smith. So,
I just want to say real quick. I don't think the Florida boy know what the term "eating crow" means. I think he thinks the crow on the screen was support for the Ravens. Never that.
Never more.
Yeah, no.
I do need to get my nigga. I do need to get my crow fly though, bro. Cause my boy, man, that's still the same crow since like way back in the sauce. Definitely need to get him upgraded, updated. And nigga need a new unit. He need them new jerseys. Get him a custom crow jersey.
Or put the candy red helmet on my nigga, man.
You're gonna be stunned on it. Look, shit, Toro in the slab, crow might need to be in the slab. The crow gonna pull up. Look, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna start giving niggas the crow and the anti-crow. You know what I'm saying? Because see, y'all be ready to get on a nigga when y'all want that crow. Yeah, honcho, what happened? But yeah, y'all don't want to give a nigga credit when a nigga be right. So yeah, I'm gonna pull the crow, gonna pull up in the slab on y'all. But every time I'm right, I told y'all, nigga. Yeah. All right. So just like I say, look at that. So if you were to pick one player, one moment, from this season, what was the best moment or highlight moment of this season for you?
Ooh, yeah. Crazy to say they had a lot of them. I got my main one, and I got an honorable mention, personal honorable mention. Right. But my main one, I gotta say, like a last call, that touchdown to Tank to win that Bucks game.
Yeah.
That's got to be the play of the season. Because it just meant so much. It let you know Jay was here. He really is him, you know, and the future is bright. But my runner-up, my personal favorite, man, when my dog, the boss hog, the only white boy on the offense, Dalton Schultz, when he trucked White.
Oh.
During that same game, when he caught that ball and he hit him with that boomstick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Man, let's talk about that real quick. Because it is almost the time we probably, but it might be our last call of the evening. So let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about Dalton Schultz. And I want to know how y'all feel in the chat as well. How much of a priority in your mind is it? And let me not say I don't even want to make it seem like a Texas priority. How important to you as a fan, and it's for y'all in the chat, when I'm asking questions online, I'm talking to y'all in the chat too, so I'll be expecting y'all to answer. If y'all want me to show y'all some love in the chat, you know, this is the sauce. It ain't no sauce without no fresh ingredients. How important is it to try to retain the services of Dalton Schultz, in your opinion?
I think it's important because, for one, I mean, he's rated as the top tight end that's going into free agency.
Did the drops at questionable moments bother you? Do you think that lowers his value?
Yeah, it does bother me. It does bother me. I will say it does. But I mean, what better options are out there? You know, that's what you gotta look at. I think you bring him and what's my boy name? Brevin. I think you bring him and Brevin back, and maybe draft one. Because there's nobody really out there. You know what I'm saying? There's no other tight end option out there that's really that I can see that you dump Dalton for. Like, so, and I think he should be realistic with himself and sign a team friendly deal. I know he loves playing with CJ. They got a bond together.
Yeah, because I know when he came out of Dallas, though. I know when he came out of Dallas, they were trying to give him 3 years, 36.
3 years, 36.
And he didn't want that. So I'm looking like, so what is your limit? What are you, and again, you know, retaining services, that's one thing, but what is your max? What are you capping out on a year for Dalton Schultz?
Yeah. Well, if you look at it, though, he did have a better season. He had less drops when he was with Dallas.
Mm.
And so I think he kind of played himself out of the type of contract he was looking for this year,
yeah.
Which is why he got signed to the type of contract that he's on right now.
Yeah.
So I think he signs another 1 or 2 year deal and stays with us.
Yeah.
And if he can really prove himself and fix the problems with the drop balls, then maybe he'll end up getting that contract with us where he really wants to be anyway.
Yeah. I mean, if you get Dalton Schultz and he comes along, especially next year, and he's, you know, outperforming, you know, you try to extend him or whatever. I'm not anti Dalton Schultz at all. And so I don't want nobody to think that I don't want anybody to think like, oh, let's get rid of Dalton Schultz. I'm just saying there were some big drops in key moments, and not just necessarily drops like easy money, elementary. I mean, let's play pitch and catch type shit on a couple of those, and you just like, damn, Dalton, what the fuck happened? You know, like, I get it. Maybe he was already thinking about being in the end zone. You were so easy, you know, but like, what the fuck happened, man?
If you go back and look at that touchdown he caught in that Browns game, he almost dropped that one too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, but I love Dalton, man. I like his swag. I like his demeanor. But yeah, he's definitely got to shore that up. But maybe that's a blessing in disguise for us. Maybe we get to keep him on a cheaper deal now.
Yeah.
And he can prove himself for the next year or two, and then get his money.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I know you got to go, Honcho. I got to go too. I know these people wonder why I ain't coming with a damn DoorDash.
No,
but sauce is more important.
Yeah. But I put some sauce on this DoorDash. Yeah.
But let me say this: the last thing, or the most important thing that I'm looking forward to this off season
Mm-hmm.
is Cap Space Casario, baby. I can't
Cap
wait.
Space Casario. What? Cap Space Casario. Oh, okay. Shout out to J Bell. And so what's the time frame before that was abducted? What's the time frame before?
6:10 in the morning.
Yeah, Cap Space.
6:10 in the morning.
Yeah, they can probably use it on the night shift on one of the night shows. So now here we go. Well, they got one. Cap Space Casario. Yeah. Again. All right, y'all know what happened last time. So
Why you gotta kill my vibe, Honcho?
Well, I'm just saying we gonna enjoy. We get a whole maybe 12 hours to enjoy it before it start going. You know how this thing goes. So look, we just gonna celebrate now. And then next, well, the guy, Cap Space Casario, yeah, he's got the money to do what he needs to do. Like, that's how it is. Anyway, you already know how we rocking, baby. Look, I'm just telling you, look, y'all gotta have some, when you call the sauce, you gotta have some copyright lawyers and shit. And this motherfucker, right. Shit, it ain't us. The motherfuckers be out here pilfering in it and sticking with the shit. Like that's the cold-blooded part about it. Like, that's the code. Like, you're a certified fraudulent. But there's some motherfuckers built like that, bro. Like, there's some people who like that's their name. Like, till
this day, Honcho still ain't shown one receipt. Not one.
The easiest thing in the world to come up with, and you ain't seen one receipt. Everybody cackling, got jokes. Oh, that's stupid. If you've been saying it, just show me. You said like I'm willing. I'm like waiting to say, hey, you know what? I was incorrect about that. I'm waiting. I'm like, come on. I've been looking forward to think. Like, I know how many people enjoy trying to talk down on the sauce and prove niggas wrong. Y'all don't have the receipts to do it, and it's that easy to do it. Like, goddamn. I would think y'all want to see a nigga crow. Y'all love talking about how he's wrong on this and that. But then when it's just come on, like, where's the receipt, bro? I'm just show me the receipt. Like, I'm willingly presenting the opportunity for me to acknowledge. But all y'all do is cackle in the corners y'all sit in and ain't came up with nothing. And again, and even if you did, it didn't get cool till we touched it. Like sauce, it ain't cool till the sauce approved. Right? If Sauce Nation approved, then it's all good to groove. Otherwise, y'all telling lies. That's how I feel about it. But that's the BET, man. Shout out to J Bell and Cap Space Casario, baby. You know what I'm talking about? It's really going down. Shout out to J Bell. Thank you for spilling some sauce with me this evening. So,
my bad. But that's a bet, bro.
Already, that's a bet, man. Appreciate it. All right, so this is what we about to do, man. We finna slide to the den, and somebody like, what the fuck is the den? The den is a terrible conversation that I don't invite anybody to come to because the den is a different conversation. It's everything but sports, right? And it's the most controversial shit you've ever been in your life. But the thing about the den is, see, what y'all got to know about me. That's the thing y'all got to know about me. It's like I'm a firm believer in free speech. I know y'all like, what the fuck this got to do with the damn sauce? That's why I like to let people come in there. That's why I don't care if you're a fan of the Texans. If you're not a fan of the Texans, that's why y'all rarely ever see me block or mute people. And the motherfuckers like, they block me in the sauce. Don't nobody block you in the sauce, bro. The only time you get blocked in the sauce is like when you just complaining about other people's opinions. And it's like, that's the only time I think about it got blocked, because you're crying about shit. And it was like, well, shit, well, once you get on, you got to giving you the opportunity to get on. And you just want to cry about it. Like, it's like, yeah, nobody want to hear that shit. But nobody's going to block you for your opinion. Nobody's going to block you for saying the shit you say. None of that off the wall shit, right? You just got to stand on your 10. But the den is like that, but worse, but no sports talk. And it gets violent, and sometimes there's threats in the den. But tonight we're going to be talking about the brick lady. We're going to be talking about how I told y'all about the brick lady, right? We're going to talk about, I don't think we had 97 million, right? I thought it was like 70-something million in cap space. Maybe last time, maybe I got it incorrect. But the brick lady, I told y'all that bro was lying. And there's some more stuff that's come out, not even about, her going to jail and stuff, but there's some more stuff that's to come out that I did not know that I got to jump in on. Y'all gonna ban, look. Stretch. But yeah, so we're going to be talking about the brick lady. And I should be joined by Man Up this evening, so it should be a very interesting conversation. But let me go get all that together because I ain't got that shit set up yet. You want to go to the den, just go to thedenshow.com. You want to support the sauce, you can go on Sauce Sports HTX on Instagram and X, Twitter, whatever the fuck they call that shit. YouTube, Facebook, Patreon. Again, pardon me, y'all. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. YouTube, Facebook, Patreon at Sauce Sports. On patreon.com/saucesports, you want to join the Discord. So make sure Fanny. Oh man, let me talk about Fanny. Man, not Fanny Mae. What do we call him? We gonna talk about that shit too, because that's another conversation. That's again. Anyway, y'all gonna get me started. Y'all gonna have me fucking y'all gonna make me have started talking about the den and the sauce. It's gonna be a whole nother conversation. But you want to join the Discord, patreon.com/saucesports. You want to support the channel outside of Super Chat, you go to Cash App, was that PayPal and Venmo, all of them same shit, Honcho ENT. And appreciate everybody who's been showing love, everybody who's been supporting. We got a lot of stuff going on. Trying to do a couple of upgrades so I can get into some of the shit I've been wanting to do. And outside of that, man, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. It's my honor, my privilege, and my pleasure. And again, pardon my voice. A little rough. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool, man. But most of all, y'all stay saucy. Here we go. Phone going off loud ass. Cut that shit off.